Hello, hi. Uh, yeah, so I'm just getting the stream started early to make sure everything is working. Do my audio test to make sure I sound good, because last thing I want is for mine to sound bad, so you're gonna hear a small echo right now. I just wanna. Nice, perfect, excellent. Gonna test out the girl voice. Hopefully, y'all can hear that replay and then a nice echo, and it goes on forever and ever. But how are you guys doing tonight? I hope everyone is having a good day. Wow, it actually sounds really bad over the mic. I'm gonna have to work on that. I didn't realize it sounded so bad. Why didn't anybody tell me it sounded so bad? Hey, Moo.
Okay, so sound works.
Yep, I can hear you.
Good. Let me see what that's okay.
Yeah, I already went live. I was just chit chatting with with the stream to kind of make sure everything was working. You know,
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. Or
I know my
can you
voice sounds differently coming through a mic than it does actually sound in real life. I did not realize how
What's your content
bad
fighter?
the girl voice sounds over the mic.
How bad? It's good.
It does not sound that good. At least to my ears.
Don't it sound good, guys? It sounds good to us. It's too good.
You already live?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I
Nice.
see COD's in here. Has he said anything?
He is playing Monopoly with
Oh yeah, yeah.
someone.
Yes.
Don't know
Yes.
if I should say her name on stream, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Holy smokes, Batman Poison Ivy's looking fine like Vine. Oh shucks. Hey, Moon, I got some content for you. What's the content?
Oh God. Oh, by the way, since you two use a webcam, could I get y'all to activate your webcam in Discord so I have y'all's faces so I can visibly see your reactions?
Yeah. Let me get my webcam that I use for my laptop.
There.
Oh,
Did that work?
that is you sharing your screen.
Hold on.
Oh,
It's literally the one
wait,
next to that turn on camera.
okay.
It'll usually take like a minute to
I don't know
load.
because you'll have a side angle, so or I don't know if it's connected. It's my first monitor. What's the content, fighter? I want to know. I don't know if it's connecting. I know I have issues because it's on my second monitor. Well, tomorrow I was planning on playing some Apex Legends. I got an heirloom for Octon. So I thought I would run around being crazy Mexican on stream for you, and also I will. That would be hilarious, but I will be out of town.
Yep. That's why we're
Yeah,
doing this tonight.
I am. Something happened. I'm leaving first thing tomorrow morning. And I'll be gone for a little bit. No, clumsy. Hey, may have a slight bug. See my. Should I just share my OBS screen?
Um, I don't want
Is
you
it?
doing that because then it's gonna show like all of it. Uh, Is there any
We
particular?
are getting everything ready for pay. I think it's because it's on my first monitor, not my second.
You know, that could be part of it.
Yeah.
I have never used the actual
I
camera
don't know how
thing
this works.
on Discord.
You may. Oh, you may have slightly. That's fine. Retro. Hey guys.
If it doesn't work, that's okay.
Oh, it looks like it's not working.
Tis a shame. Oh, she just straight up. There we go.
Blue Frost, what's up?
I guess
Would we
everybody watching my stream will just have to deal with the little Discord boxes. That's the only
Yeah.
visual thing I have to show
Getting
right now.
everything set up. Oh. How's it going, Blue Frost? It's been a second. We're getting our stories ready. You don't have characters for this one. Well, you said automatic chapter reading
Yeah.
is the best way for this
So
one.
yeah, because this one, like, once again, it doesn't have like a
Character thing.
yeah character indicator, so it's more or less just. I figure the
Reread
easiest
chapter
way
by
will
chapter.
just to literally read one person reads one chapter, then you read the next.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll do that.
figured that'll be easier for this one. And then the rest of them, we've got some options. I will explain the rest of them as we go, but for this one, yeah.
This one. Okay, that's fine.
This will be.
I didn't ask last time how was Twitch doing for you? Twitch is up and down for me. It's good days and bad days.
Oh no!
Overall, things
Mustang.
I cut my finger. Trigger
phone.
warning. Bloody came out. Oh, that's awful.
Your phone.
Okay, now
No.
how about this? When you get back, let me know. I'll be ready. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, dang it! It's just the word dicks.
I'm sorry to hear about
Hey,
your
girl,
phone, Mustang.
how are you?
That is fucking
got
awful,
it?
man. Was it
What
an
is
iPhone or a
up?
Samsung? Is there any chance it was
God,
still
just
under
saying the word
warranty?
dicks.
These are the real questions.
It's scary.
I forgot I
What
was
is scary
clicked in on
word?
that. Alright. So, you two more or less ready?
I'm ready. I don't know if he is. Did he say he was ready earlier?
I don't know. I also don't know if he's streaming this or not. However,
Is he?
I have something of an intro I'd like to do for this.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Waiting on some indicator from the All-Father.
Todd!
God. None of that.
None of that. Okay. Well, if he had headphones on, that would wake him up, but I don't know.
No,
where he
he's
went.
not asleep or anything. Like I said, he was playing Monopoly. I just don't know if he's like focused or not. I don't know if he's still playing Monopoly or anything.
Okay. I want to text and be like, should we just?
Ooh. It'll be fine. I just won't have his response to the intro. It'll be okay. It's fine. I think somebody ordered food. It's the only reason to open the front door. Alright,
Here. Games just don't hit. I'm gonna go feature a girl tried playing PC and PS. Games just don't hit good anymore. There hasn't been a lot of good games out recently.
Don't worry.
We scared of dicks. There's a lot of dicks. That's why I thought about getting a Nintendo Switch.
There will be more good games in the future. Just we got to get through that hurdle of hey, the next gen is out, and that's the big thing.
That's yes, because right now I feel like it's just a slow thing of good game. Like it's hard. It's like
the
no
slow
good game
burn.
came out. Like I've seen people post about it too.
Yeah. To answer your question, Mustang, the reason we aren't doing this tomorrow is because something came up and Moo is not available for tomorrow, so we just decided to do it today.
COD said to go. He's trying to find his webcam, and he'll pick up. Okay.
That is fine by me, for now. Oops.
Okay, guys, we're starting. So if you're not 18 plus, leave.
So I mean. All right, so take deep breaths, clear the throat. Announcer voice on? Yes, announcer voice is on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of hopefully the ages of 18 and up, welcome to Oh Dear God Why, the fanfiction reading stream hosted by myself, your Lord and Gamer NC, the ever lovely auditory angel that is Moopuek, and the scruffy bearded master of making love to your ears, COD the All-Father. Now, please keep your hands where we can't see them. Disable your surround sound. Slap a do not disturb sign on the door, and let's read some fan fiction! Alright.
Yes, that was beautiful. Please keep your hands where we can't see them.
I don't want to know what they're doing while we're reading.
I don't think none of us do.
So, if you were here last week, you know more or less what's getting ready to happen. For those that don't and didn't quite pick up on the intro, me, Moo, and COD are going to be selectively and intermittently reading, for lack of a better term, bad fan fictions. They're not all bad. I would say the first one we're starting with is actually relatively good. It needs some polish. However, oh dear God, do we have a masterpiece on our hands later on. So, but as always, we got to start with the sort of soft and gentle stuff. We don't want to go straight into the smut. That comes later, and then we'll ruin your childhood towards the end. Glad you liked the intro, Mustang. Hopefully everyone in Moose Chat did too.
Yes, Retro said dang, and she went full medicine advertisement. He loved it.
That's what I gotta do. So, are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am. You want me to read the first chapter? I don't kiss girls.
Well, now that I know you're ready,
Are you?
let us set up with what we have in front of us. So,
Okay.
the first fan fiction on deck for tonight. It is called "It's Just a Game" by X Efflorescence X. So you know it's good. As per the request and suggestion last week, this one is, in fact, about Starfire and Raven. So, since we know that brings all the boys to the yard. And yes, Moo, I will let you take us away.
All right. First chapter. I don't kiss girls. Come on, Raven. Join us. It'll be so much fun. That's what she said to me earlier. And now I found myself sitting in a circle of my friends and acquaintances, watching the bottle spin. Fiercely on its side, it was Starfire's turn. I noticed that Robin had been keeping his fingers crossed. I laughed internally. The bottle began to slow. Jinx, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Mammoth, Robin, me. Whatever the other kid's name was. Jinx, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Mammoth, Robin, me. Mystery Kid, Jinx, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Mammoth, Robin, and me. Just in case you guys didn't know who was sitting beside her. 3 times now. Wait a second. I began to panic as I saw Starfire stand up. The bottle was pointing towards me? No way, I stammered. I don't kiss girls. What is wrong with the kissing of girls? She asked. Nothing, I said. It's just that I don't swing that way, okay? What's wrong, Raven? Are you a chicken? Beast Boy turned into one of those, into what emphasized his point. I ignored him. Raven, you do not dislike me, do you? It's not like that, I swear. Then what seems to be the problem? It's just a kiss between friends. It doesn't have to mean anything. I hesitated for a few moments. Why was I so flustered? Fine, I said. Just get it over with.
Chapter 2. The Kiss. She beckoned me closer and I obliged. She pressed her lips gently into mine. They were surprisingly soft. The boys gasped in surprise. They must have thought that I wasn't actually going to do it. She tasted of sweet tea. The warmth of her lips was comfortable, almost soothing. Just as soon as it was there, it was gone. I blinked, somewhat confused. That's it? She smiled at me. See, that was not so bad, was it? I hesitated before speaking. I guess not. Don't get me wrong, I'm still straight. I do not doubt you, Raven, she winked. Wait, what? It is now your turn to spin the bottle. I groaned as she went back to her place. Everyone looked at me expectantly. I gave the bottle a spin. After a few moments it slowed and came to a stop. Beast Boy. Oh yes, score 100. He stood up, grinning from ear to ear. My face turned several shades of red as he approached, his face growing closer to mine. Close enough that I could have counted his eyelashes. My heart pumped even faster. Finally, his lips came into contact with mine. Rather roughly, in fact. Actually, I think his tooth busted my lip. The boys hooted as he attempted to tongue-kiss me. It was rather revolting. He tasted like he hadn't brushed his teeth in weeks. The whole ordeal was quite disappointing. I've been crushing on this guy since day one, but yet when I finally kiss him, I feel nothing. There was no spark. Eventually we parted. He was grinning his stupid grin at me again. So, how was that? He asked. I wiped a mixture of blood and saliva from my mouth. I think you need to be more careful, I said. Sorry about that, Raven, he replied. You know, that was my first kiss. Too bad Star took yours from me. He chuckled nervously, rubbing the back of his neck. Wait, how did you know that was my first kiss? I don't know. Lucky guess. Whatever. I put my hood back up. I was angry and confused. I no longer desired to play. I floated to my room and flopped onto my bed, then stared blankly at the ceiling for what seemed like an eternity.
Chapter 3 Nightmares. Sometime later, I looked at my clock. It was 15 minutes to midnight. Everything is silent. Everyone must be in bed by now. Raven? I was wrong. I let out a groan and turned over in my bed, ignoring the voice outside my door. Raven, it is me, Starfire. May I come in? I sat up and held my head in my hands. Whatever, I mumbled. What was that? I could not quite hear you. I said, whatever. I mumbled again, but a little louder. I hear the door open. I peek at her from between my fingers. She's carrying a pillow and a blanket. I let out a sigh. What do you want, Star? May I stay in your room tonight? No. Please. Why? I have been having the nightmares, and well, I have not been able to sleep. Ugh, fine. But you're sleeping on the floor. But Raven, the floor is uncomfortable. Do you want to stay in here or not? She was silent for a moment, then not a huff. Then she proceeded to lay out on her bedding on the floor. I watched her as she began to lay down. I noticed she was wearing a onesie that was a baby blue with little green aliens printed all over it. It even had a hood with an antenna on top. The whole thing looked very soft. I had half a mind to ask her if I could feel it, but I decided not to. After a few minutes, I was on the brink of sleep. Then I heard her voice again. Raven, it is cold in this room. If my eyes were open, I would have rolled them. Use your blanket, dummy. Yes, but you see, I put underneath me to ensure that the floor does not cause me back pains. Sorry, Star. I don't have any extras. May I please sleep on your bed? No. And why not? Because I said so. Come on, please. It is wrong and it's just weird. It is not. Girls who are friends sleep together all the time at slumber parties. This is not a slumber party. This is an invasion of my space and property. Come on, Raven. Pretty, please. I stayed silent for a few moments. If I let you lay on my bed, will you promise to shut up? Yes. All right, but on one condition. No touching. Condition accepted. She crawled up on the bed and made herself comfortable underneath the covers. Oh, and Star, one more thing. What might that be? Don't hog the blanket. Understood.
Chapter 4?
Yes.
Soft. What a fucking title. I awoke to a strange but gentle sensation on my head. It felt as though someone was petting me. Suddenly I remembered Starfire. Star, what did I say about touching? Sorry, Raven, she replied quietly. It is just, your hair is so soft. Thanks, I guess. You are most welcome. Don't touch me again. Are we clear? Yes. Okay, good. Soon enough, I drifted off to slumber once again. By the time the morning rolled around, I found Starfire fast asleep with her head on my chest. I had half a mind to shove her off the bed, but something stopped me. Maybe it was how peaceful she looked, or the way she radiated a sweet strawberry scent. A part of me wanted to touch her hair to see if it was also soft. But then, I would be breaking my own rule, wouldn't I? I panicked slightly as she began to wake up. I pretend that I'm asleep. She nuzzled her face into my chest ever so slightly. It's strangely cute. I laid there, unmoving. I don't know how long we stayed there, but after a while, I felt her shift so she was no longer on me. I suddenly felt cold. I could feel the bed dip as she left the bed. The sound of shuffling could be heard, and I assumed she was gathering her belongings. I cracked my eyes open just a bit, squinting against the light. Good morning to you, Raven, she chirped. Damn it, I was hoping she wouldn't notice. Morning, I mumbled tiredly. I took a deep breath and yawned before sitting up and stretching. Did you sleep well? She inquired. I guess so. I replied. I swung my legs over the side of the bed. I simply cannot wait until our next slumber party, she exclaimed excitedly. I already told you this isn't a slumber party, I said firmly. Don't plan on making this a regular thing. She looked at me with dejected eyes. I kind of felt bad, but only for a moment. All right, if that is what you wish. She was looking at the floor when she glanced up to meet my gaze. I quickly turned away, a bit of heat rushing to my face. I need you to get out so I can get dressed. Well, okay, I shall be in the kitchen preparing breakfast. Just don't cook any weird alien recipes. I want normal food. She giggled, though I'm not really sure why. I was being dead serious. Do not be worried, she said. I will make something extra scrumptious just for you. Star, you don't have to. Nonsense. I have already decided. I will call when it's ready. Yeah, okay. Thanks, I guess. I rubbed the back of my neck. She turned to me and smiled. I felt my face grow warm yet again. You are welcome, she said. I shall see you in a bit. With that, she turned and left. I smiled. She's so sweet. Wait a second. What am I thinking? She's annoying. But at the same time... I groaned in frustration and flopped into my bed. Why do I feel like this?
Chapter 5. Everyone deserves a treat.
Real quick, how does their audio
I
sound?
decided to take a shower while I was waiting. Fortunately, when I
y'all
got
give
out,
me a heads
my
up?
timing
How
was just right.
Moo's audio?
I had just stepped out of the bathroom door when I heard Starfire calling me for breakfast. As I neared the kitchen, a delicious scent wafted through the air. I felt my stomach rumble slightly. Once I arrived, Star looked at me with a bright smile. I felt my heartbeat increase in speed, and I quickly looked away. Raven, have a seat, dear friend. I nodded in response, then took my place at the table. It was neatly set, and even the napkins were folded into cute triangles. I watched her as she placed a stack of pancakes on my plate, then proceeded to top it with whipped cream, strawberries, and chocolate syrup. Just looking at that was making me hungrier. Enjoy your meal, she exclaimed. Thanks. I felt a small smile tug on my lips, but then something dawned on me. Hey, Star? Yes, Raven? Where are the others? They're not up yet. We awoke early this morning. Oh? I realized I hadn't thought to check the time yet. Curious, I glanced at my watch. It was only 6:30. 6:33? How Pacific. I was expecting it to be at least 8.
It's like an oddly specific moment. Like, what?
Like, it was only 6. Like, that's
Yo,
very
I just
specific.
turned my room upside down looking for this sumbitch.
You found it, though?
Yeah, I found it. It's on.
Nice.
Then you're reading chapter 6, then? I was expecting it.
Oh shit! I need to pull that up.
I was expecting it to be at least 8. I guess my internal clock is off by an hour and a half.
Internal what? Now?
My internal clock
Oh.
is off by an hour and a half, sighing internally. I picked up my fork and took a bite from my pancakes. They were soft and fluffy, and the toppings added an explosion of sweetness and flavor. I wasn't sure how she was able to cook so well, especially only after a couple weeks of practicing human recipes. I was kind of proud, actually. Star, this is amazing, I said to her through my second mouthful. She seemed to light up at the compliment. I am glad that you like it just as much as I do. It wasn't long before I'd finished, and I secretly wish I had more. However, that would be a lot if sugar.
I said it was better. I didn't say it was perfect.
Yes. And I'm
What are we
reading
doing?
it.
It's just a game. What are we doing?
Yeah.
It's just a game. Chapter 6 will be your turn. I wasn't really sure that I needed it. Are you still hungry? Starfire asked. Thought for a moment. Maybe a little, I guess. I have a few strawberries, if there's any left. Horse! She took the container and placed it down in front of me. As I began eating, I asked, so, what about the others? I'll make them something else for them. I will make them something else for them once they awake. This was a secret special meal just for you. Thanks, but why just for me? Everyone deserves a treat once in a while. Plus, we are the best of friends. Right. I was just about to bite into another strawberry when I noticed Star watching me intently. I tried to ignore it at first, but then she said, Raven, would you look at me for just a moment? Curious, I turned my head towards her. I nearly panicked when she cupped my face in her hands. My face was burned as she leaned closer, and I felt my heart throb hard against my chest. Why am I feeling this way? God,
Hmm?
have you got? It wasn't a thought for chapter 6.
Yeah. That's the chapter run.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Zary, quit being a cunt.
Why you got it open on your phone?
Fuck a laptop.
Gotta get you a dual
You
monitor
want,
setup, man.
you want NC to read this chapter, and then you read the next? Because it's a
Yeah,
short
go ahead, because I'm trying to fucking set everything up. I was going to try to do it on my phone, then I realized I'm looking down at my phone with the webcam on, so it kind of retarded.
Yeah, okay, NC, your turn.
Alright.
Okay, Yahoo Mail.
Time seemed to stand still. A moment became an eternity as her emerald eyes turned towards my lips. My body was paralyzed, petrified by Medusa's gaze. My mind was a whirlpool. Any thoughts I had simply disintegrated into the force of the rushing current. Of all the white noise thrashing about in my skull, one single thought rose to the surface. Kiss her. Well, it wasn't really a thought per se. It was more of an urge. With her face so close to mine, all I would have to do is lean in. And I would feel the soft warmth of her lips against mine. All of this in the span of seconds. I feel her thumb gently wipe over the corner of my mouth, and suddenly she's gone. Once again, I feel cold. I look up at her. She gives me a small smile as she sucks the tip of her thumb. You had chocolate on your face. Her cheeks grew a rosy tint. Mine must have been charred to a crisp. Yeah, I was so flustered. I could barely breathe as I struggled to pull words from my mouth. Thanks for breakfast. I'm gonna go, clean my room. Bye. I didn't wait for a response. I hid my face in my hood and walked with no particular direction. Anywhere but in there. I needed time to myself. I wandered about from room to room and hall to hall. Part of me wished I was back in bed, but I was too hot and jittery. I just couldn't keep still. Side note.
Oh.
I'm gonna go clean my room is now official slang for I'm gonna go jerk off.
Yeah, I'm going to go clean my room.
Oh man, Todd, is it pulled up? Do I need to read chapter 7?
Oh, forgot my password.
Chapter 7, Early Morning. A plastic bag, that's what I seemed to be as I floated along. No purpose, no direction. All was silent, save for the birds passing by the large window at the end of the hallway. I approached the windowsill, leaning upon it. They chirped and sang their morning songs, as they have done it every day for years. I pressed my fingertips against the cold glass, sighing. I couldn't understand why I felt so nervous around her. I know her since the formation of Teen Titans, and she's hardly intimidating. The tightness in my chest, these shaky breaths. This has never happened. Not to this extent. I flinch slightly as I hear the sound of a door opening somewhere up the hall. Shit. I'd forgotten that Beast Boy's room was in this area. I quickly glanced around the room for an escape route, but I was too late. He hardly spotted me. I turned my back towards the window and pretended not to notice him. It was no use. Morning, Raven, he said, yawning as he approached me. What are you doing up this early? Oh, I replied distractedly. Is it early? I mean, that would depend on what you consider early. 6 in the morning? Definitely is. especially for someone like me who sleeps until 10. He gave me a chuckle. Eh, time is a relative concept. I could care less at this point. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of all this. Hurry up and wait. I'd much rather live my life at my own pace, you know? Mm, I could see him in the peripheral vision as he leaned against the window still next to me. And of course, he had to be shirtless. I thought. I risked a quick glance. He was still slender as usual, thought they weren't very big. His muscles were well defined. He caught my eyes just as I looked up. We gazed at each other for a few moments, his face suddenly glowing red before turning away. I could feel my face start to burn in response. Beast Boy? I think
You're fucking.
I might be broken. I put my face in my hands. Huh? He gave me a puzzled expression. Why do you say that? I paused for a moment. Though all was still, I could feel my head spinning. There's this person, I suddenly blurted. Every time I'm around them, I feel hot and my hands are shaky. My chest gets tight. It's like I want to be around them, but I get nervous. What's wrong with me? Beast Boy seemed to be thinking as I rambled. The sun was rising just a bit higher on the sky now, and the fog of the windows was beginning to fade away. Something tells me you're catching feelings for them, he said with a smile. I turned my head towards the city skyline, overlooking the morning waters. My lip trembled slightly as confusion swept over me. Are are you sure? I can't say for certain, but all signs are there. I don't know what else it would be. I put the inside of my cheek as I worked my mind through the answers. I know I'm straight, always have been. I thought, I'm not a lesbian. I've always considered Star to be like an annoying sister. That would be just wrong. Not that gay people are wrong, but just for me. I've never been gay. Why would I suddenly turn gay now? It doesn't make sense. I just Raven, are you okay? The sound of Beast Boy's voice snapped me back into reality. I stared up at him. Was he always this tall? He seemed lost.
Okay, what part we
Oh,
on
is
now?
it? He cocked a brow at me. A lot of amusement spread across his face. I'm not sure, I replied. Have you ever felt like this before? Well, yeah, he said, turning his hands through his messy hair. He averted his gaze for a moment as he continued speaking. Actually, there was something I was going to ask you, Raven, about that kiss yesterday. I was thinking, if you wanted, we could try again, properly this time. He gave me a sheepish smile, and face was quite reddened. The morning sunlight was at just the right angle. His hair and skin seemed to glow ever so slightly. I didn't even have time to think. It was just as though instinct took over my body. I stepped closer, reaching my arms around his neck, pulling him in. He returned the motion, his arms sliding around my waist. Our eyes met. A comfortable quiet emerged as we gazed at each other. Slowly, the space between us became smaller and smaller, and finally, our lips met, closing our eyes as the space was no more. It was different this time, gentle, and more clean than before. I couldn't explain to myself what was happening, why or how I was feeling. All I know that my body seemed to melt again. His, as I gradually began leaning my weight against him, he held me steady as the kiss continued, my fingers finding their way through his hair. Everything was calm. Yeah, I'm definitely straight. Then in the corner of my eye, at the end of the hallway, I see Starfire.
Time out. Time out. Before we go to
Mm.
the next thing, I want to point this out, and this is something you're going to find happening a lot with this particular session. The first comment at the bottom of this page. I just threw up in my mouth. And I'm trying to question
Wait, what now?
what in this particular chapter was so appalling that the first comment on it is I just threw up in my mouth.
What comment made you throw up in your mouth? From last chapter?
No, like literally, like scroll down past that last line you read. It says continue reading the next part, and then there's the comment section. The first one is I just threw up in my mouth. And like, it caught me off guard when I was reading, when I was checking
My
through
first
this.
two are just the two of us. We can make it if we try, and then the other one is I hate you.
It was on the page before.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
No, it's the same page. We're in COD, right?
Yeah, we are now.
Yeah,
We are
oh.
now, but the page before. Yeah.
All right. She paused ever so slightly, a blank expression on her face. Not even a second passed, and a wide smile grew upon her lips. I hardly had time to react before she called in a sing-song voice. Good morning! Beast Boy jumped back, startled by the sudden break in silence. Jesus, fuck! I also started to panic once again, but I tried my best to internalize it. It's good to see that you are awake, Beast Boy. Damn it, Star. You don't just sneak up on people like that. Sneaking, she replied. My apologies. I did not realize my actions. I shall make you more aware of my presence next time. It's fine. He let out a rather large yawn, stretching his limbs. So, what are you doing up this early? Starfire jumped excitedly, twirling in the air. I was never able to understand how she could do such things so gracefully. I was in the midst of preparing breakfast. Are our other friends awake yet? I'm not sure. I'll go check. He gestured back with his thumb, promptly changing into a snake and slithering away. So I guess we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Because clearly, it did. A small sigh escaped my lips. Good thing she didn't notice. Starfire clapped her hands together quickly, grabbing my attention. Oh, Raven, I have an idea for something totally fun-tastic that we can do after breakfast. Oh, great. Starfire's idea of fun doesn't usually turn out well for me. She's all about sunshine and rainbows, while I'd rather be meditating in the darkness that fills my room. I was thinking that you and I could go for a walk in the woods together. We could spot wildlife and identify different flowers. It would be like a safari adventure. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful? I can just imagine. As she rambled on, only one thing was present in my mind. Together? I couldn't say anything. I was too flustered. I resorted to just nodding along as she spoke. Together. As in, just the two of us. Being alone with that girl has caused me to feel as though I'm falling through empty air. The adrenaline races through my system. And suddenly, I can hardly breathe. Is that even safe? Maybe I was thinking too much. That always seemed to be the habit I could never kick. More than once, it has dug me in deeper than I needed to be. Or even wanted to be, for that matter. Maybe I'd be better off just staying inside, where I won't have to risk facing her alone.
Chapter 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 9, Corpse Bride. I couldn't find the courage to say no. She hummed and twirled as her imagination run free, even with her head in the clouds. The shine of her eyes allude to something of a sleepless dream. It called out someone to touch. If only I could reach her dreams. Her joy seems limitless, overflowing, with sort of an uplifting aura. I couldn't help but to smile as she danced her way back to the kitchen, presumably to make breakfast for the boys. Ha! Boys. Here I am admiring her at every moment and thinking about her when she's gone. It sounds like sappy old romance novels. Boys. I'm supposed to like boys. I just kissed Beast Boy and I liked it, but it was nothing.
There are a few, Mustang.
Like the blazing
Also, thank you for the
wildfires
potatoes.
in my chest when she came so close. Just the thought of being alone with her made my heart race. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I can't let it be like this. It wasn't too long until Sagboy and Robin were dragging their feet behind Beast Boy, yawning and rubbing their sleepy eyes. You two look like zombies, I commented, a smug grin on my face. Oh yeah, Cyborg replied. You look like a zombie too if you just woke up. Oh, yeah. I raised a brow. Oh, yeah. He furrowed his brows a bit as he smirked. Well, too bad. Joke's on you. I look like a zombie all the time. She got you on that one, Robin teased. Starfire poked her head in the hallway, then smiled when her eyes met mine. Raven, if you were a true zombie, you would be like the corpse bride. I could feel the heat being drawn to my face from my chest and neck. It was as though I were looking at the sun in the middle of a sweltering summer day. My heart beat faster. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? This is what I get for letting her watch human movies. Uh, yeah, I guess. I accidentally reached up to rub the back of my neck. I only to be slightly startled by the ice cold sensation from my fingertips, or maybe my neck just was really that hot. I felt my stomach fluttered when she giggled, her eyes half lidded and her mouth hidden slightly by her hand. Oh, Star! The sound of Robin's voice snapped me out of my trance. He quickly straightened himself up and walked faster towards her. I didn't know you were here. We made our way to the kitchen where Beast Boy and I took a seat at the table. Starfire resumed cooking. Oh, what are you making? It smells great. Robin leaned over the stove a little for a better view. Wow, pancakes? I could eat a whole stack. I'm starving. Anything I can help you with? Starfire put the finished pancakes on a plate and spooned fresh batter into the pan. Oh, goodness. Well, the fixings are out already. Perhaps would you like to serve everyone? Yeah, of course. I couldn't pry my eyes off the other two. Something wasn't right. Not about him, not about her, but about me. I felt something start to bubble in the pit of my stomach. Jealousy.
Oh yeah, you make them pancakes. Sorry. That was what went through my head.
I go.
If you would like. This is a very long one, so have fun.
Actually, do y'all want to finish this one and then I start the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I didn't pass reading. Fuck that.
No, I won't allow this. I can't. Oh, wait. Sorry. Chapter name is Will It Ever Be Over?
Nope, sure won't.
No, I won't allow this. I can't. I don't need to destroy my only friendships because of my own selfishness. The last thing I need right now is to be alone. I was pulled from my thoughts as I felt something touch my foot. I could see Beast Boy smiling fondly at me, and I knew it was his. What you thinking about? He spoke softly, unlike the other two in the kitchen. Cyborg seemed to be zoning out. Starfire. Oh, you know, darkness, evil, magic, death. The usual. I joked. He chuckled a bit under his breath. You are a very mysterious lady, aren't you? Does she think so too? Well, Demoness has her secrets. Yeah, obviously. I gently kicked him under the table, and he stuck out his tongue. Using my magic, I took hold of it, keeping it captive outside his mouth. Yeah, how long are you like that? I just laughed and then shoved it back in his mouth and released it from my magic. Now my tongue feels weird and tingly. Ew. I looked up as Robin began serving everyone. He was about to set a plate in front of me, but I shook my head. No thank you. He raised his brows a little. You sure you don't want any? Yeah, I'm good. I've already eaten. Oh, okay. It wasn't too long until everyone had eaten, even if Beast Boy and Cyborg spent most of that time laughing and joking rather than eating. Robin and Starfire talked about some comics they borrowed from the local library. From time to time, I would catch her sneaking a glance at me, and it set me on fire. I pretended not to notice, though eventually I would find myself gazing at her, admiring everything there was to admire, from her radiant emerald eyes to her luscious lava-pink hair, her soft lips, gently curved hips, her long and slender form, her everything. It made me burn. What about you, dear Raven? I suddenly realized she had caught me staring, and in my embarrassment, I stumbled over my words. Oh, I don't know what were you. I mentally slapped myself. Sorry, I wasn't paying any attention. We were discussing what events to plan for the day, Starfire chirped. I know I spoke of a woods walk earlier, but I wasn't sure if that is something you would wish to take part in. I could feel slight panic rise in my chest. No, that sounds fine. A walk sounds great. Let's do that. Why did I have to say that so fast? I didn't. Fantastic. Sorry. I didn't know I needed urgency with that one. My bad. Fantastic. I promise to not disappoint you. I sighed to myself. She stood up and began collecting the dishes. I got up as well and used my magic to take them from her. Let me wash those for you. Star smiled. That is very generous. Many thanks. It's nothing. I bring them over to the sink and begin washing. It's appreciated, Robin added. Here, I'll help. He smiled, and I noticed he had a towel in his hand. Little fuckboy. I wonder what's got him in a good mood, I thought sarcastically. There's no way he's just being nice. He's probably just trying to impress Starfire. I kept to myself for the most part. Robin would occasionally say something to me, and I would respond vaguely and without much thought. The kitchen became silent aside from the running water and clinking dishes. I realized that Starfire and Beast Boy had left, though to do what I wasn't sure. Suddenly I noticed that the sink was now empty. I wasn't really sure what to do with myself now. Having something do kept my anxiety at bay. There, Robin exclaimed. All finished. I hesitated before speaking. Thanks for helping. Anytime, he whistled to himself as he walked over to Cyborg, and the two began talking. I felt bad for being jealous. He was acting the same way towards everyone. Come to think of it, his behavior was about the same as any other day. Maybe I just saw things differently because of Starfire, and how she makes me feel. All of this is still so strange. Will it ever be over?
Next chapter, hypnotizing. I didn't know why I felt the need to change my clothes to go outside. It wasn't terribly hot. Well, not the temperature anyways.
Wait, she owns other clothes?
Yeah, she actually owns white and pink and green. She has like 7 different colors that represents her emotions.
Yeah, I thought that was just in her head.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. I saw Starfire emerge from the hall and make her way into the living room. I nearly choked while sipping from my water bottle. Her hair was pulled back into a high ponytail, strapped from her white and lime green sun visor button just underneath it. She also wore a white crop top and a pair of light beige shorts that just stopped a third of the way down her thighs. That sure is a lot of exposed skin. It looks so smooth.
Compared to her normal outfit? Sounds like what she's always wearing.
I know. Right. Even as I thought so, my eyes kept drifting towards the beauty before me. She was radiant like the sun. I could never even hope to be as gorgeous as her. I had donned a simple black tank top and jean shorts. I still had a cloak, but the material was much lighter than the one I normally wear. Are you ready for our adventure, dear friend? She was practically buzzing with excitement. It was cute, really. Yeah, sure. Did I really need to sound so interested? Splendid! Let's go! Next thing I knew, she had me by the hand, took off into the air. Luckily, I reacted on instinct and used my magic to float along with her. After some time had passed, I noticed we were still over the city. So, Starfire, how far are we going? She hummed a little. It could be a while longer. I wanted our trip to be extra special, so I chose an extra special place. She smiled as she looked at me with those luxurious emerald eyes. I could feel warmth spreading across my face. How far is it? I asked, beginning to mildly fear the answer. Do not worry. Let us enjoy the day, she sang. We are in no hurry. I relaxed a little, nodding in response. She was right. We were out to have fun. Then my anxiety started to creep up on me some amount of time later. Neither of us had spoken another word, and I racked my brain for some sort of topic of conversation. All I could think about was how Robin was being. What? All I could think about how Robin was.
Just
being
read the
so
script as it's written.
Robin was being so friendly to Star, and how Beast Boy and I had kissed earlier. Shit, I still don't know if she saw us or not. But what if it doesn't matter? Beast Boy and I are dating now, right? Y'all kissed. Y'all are not dating. Yeah, just because we kissed, that
No,
doesn't
you talking
necessarily
from
make
experience there,
anything.
Mel?
That doesn't necessarily make anything official, does it?
Clearly not.
Y'all on that cornbread shit.
Clearly not.
Continue.
Just ask your friend. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Too many damn questions circling my brain. Raven, her sweet voice eased out my thoughts. I looked over to her, mildly shocked to find her face bearing a concerned expression. I raised a brow in response. Are you okay? You looked quite distressed, my friend. Her voice stripped with dignity, making it nearly impossible to lie. I've been better, but I'm just thinking too much. That's all. The scenery beneath us had changed from crowded cities to small towns, and now to a long stretch of woods with a large, deep blue lake in the far distance. Tell me your troubles. I wish to help. We paused mid-air, floating high above the trees. She gently took my hands into hers, looking me in the eyes with hers. They were so hypnotizing. I wanted to look away, anything to keep from staring, but I couldn't. It's nothing you need to worry about, Star. Really, I'm fine. I squeezed her hands and gave her a reassuring smile. Her expression told me she was skeptical, but she seemed to accept the answer nonetheless. If you change your mind, just let me know, she replies, her fingers sliding away from mine. I resist the urge to tighten my grip. They were so soft and warm. My heart clenched and in my chest as she turned to continue our way to our destination. I fly in close behind her. It wasn't much longer when she pointed out the clearing between the lake and the tree line, where we then began our descent. Alas, today's adventure begins.
Meanwhile, in the background, I'm just watching COD fumble his webcam.
Dude, I
Like
cannot
fucking
get this
tornado
motherfucker set right. I cannot get this motherfucker set right. My room's a damn mess. I cleaned it last week. I'm starting to have a rant. Let's keep reading.
It just looked over midway and it looked like a fucking hurricane was going on in your room. The webcam was just.
Because the webcam is just setting, like, it has, like, 3 little legs on it. I've got it sitting on top of my laptop because I kind of broke my laptop camera. So,
Nice job, jackass.
thank you.
Next chapter. A long time coming. Once we reached the ground, I carefully observed our surroundings. Not like I haven't been here before, but I never stayed long enough to have a good look around. The team was always either just passing through on a mission or fighting for our lives. And the citizens' lives, too, more importantly. The woods seemed to stretch along the shoreline for quite a ways, and the dock was a barely visible speck on the water's horizon. There were a few kayakers traversing the lake, and the occasional sail or fishing boat. It all seemed so peaceful. I found myself gazing upon the glimmering blue surface, listening to the way the cool liquid gently caressed the slit and rocks. It was a bit early yet for loons, although the other bird song that was present made up for it. I took a deep breath, the scent of fresh water and flora reaching my conscience. I slowly turned my attention back to Starfire, who then offered a soft smile. "This is a favorite place of mine," she said. "It is perfect for when you wish to clear your mind." Yeah, I agreed. Maybe I'll come here to meditate sometime. It seems really nice. "Would you teach me?" "Huh? Oh, now?" I asked, feeling a bit nervous now that I've been put on the spot. "Only if you'd like," she smiled, that smile in her emerald eyes. The one that made my stomach flop and my heart race. The one I have fallen slave to. How about later? We can come back when it starts to get dark.
Oh,
I pull a bit at the hem of my shirt, twisting the fabric between my fingers. "That sounds wonderful," she replied, her voice sweeter than anything I've heard before.
Got a tinkle.
"We can watch the sunset together. Wouldn't that be lovely?" Oh. I paused for a few moments, wondering if this was a good idea. I mean, nothing bad could come of it, right? Yeah, it would. I scratch a bit at the nape of my neck. She giggles and takes my hand in hers. I don't think I can ever get over how soft her skin is. Next I knew, she was pulling me towards the woods. "Come on, let us enjoy nature in the meantime." Hyphen mark, hyphen mark, hyphen mark, hyphen mark, hyphen mark. Not much later, the two of us strolled through the near endless greenery, stopping to appreciate all the little things. I identified mushrooms and insects, while Starfire pointed out birds and animal tracks. We even picked up small rocks with fun shapes and patterns. At one point, we even found a stray sandal, and it took me a few minutes to convince her that we didn't need to find its owner. We wove crowns of leaves and twigs for the fun of it, and while we sat on a log to take a break, a deer and its fawn cautiously made their way by, not too far from us. I expected Star to get excited and scare them away, but she was surprisingly calm about it. I was finding myself less nervous around her as the day progressed, and considering everything that could go wrong, it was going quite well. I was having a good time, and it seemed like Star was too. It was well into the afternoon now, although the evening haze was beginning to creep into the atmosphere. I was considering asking when we planned to go home, but something ahead caught my eye. It was a single colorful flower growing underneath a bit of shrubbery, its petals blooming wide to expose its gradients to the sun. "Starfire, look," I half whispered excitedly. She turned her head and followed my gaze. Upon seeing the flower, she gasped softly. "Wow, how beautiful is that?" "Want to get a closer look?" I asked, and she nodded in response. Moments later, her and I were crouched by the flower, inspecting its many aspects such as leaf shape and pattern, petal shape and pattern, color, smell, etc. Normally, I know stuff about plants due to potion making and other demonic ritual stuff, but this didn't look like anything I knew. Although, to be fair, most flowers I could identify were either toxic and rich in poison, or medicinal purpose. Though it was possible that this was a hybrid of common flowers, I made a move to pick it, but somehow I failed to notice the thorns before they pricked me. I immediately yanked my hand back, hissing slightly at the unexpected pain. "Raven?" she exclaimed, a bit startled. "You must be more careful." I know, I'm sorry." I looked at my finger, which was bleeding slightly. She took my hand in hers again, examining the less than minor wound on the side of my first knuckle. My blood froze in my body as she brought my hand to her lips, gently sucking away the blood. I just knew my face had turned several shades of red. A few moments passed and she looked at the wound again. "All better," she sang, pressing my hand to her cheek. I felt as though my legs would buckle underneath me. "Star?" I said, pulling my hand away slowly. "Yes, Raven?" She looks at me once again. I nearly faint. "Well, I appreciate whatever it was you were trying to do." I swallowed hard. That was really weird. Please never do that again. Even if your lips are soft and warm, and even if I wish to feel them on mine. I wish I could tell you how I feel, but I don't know if I understand enough about it myself. Maybe one day I will, though I have a feeling it will be a long time coming. These chapters get longer and longer.
Yes. This chapter. Meditate. Does it mean meditate?
I am
I
freaking
just looked at that. Oh
bored.
my god. Mediate.
Mediate.
It's probably supposed to be meditate, but somebody forgot the T. For the record, you guys can look all of these up on Wattpad if you want to follow along. You have all the information you need.
Get all the information you need.
On my channel at least, I have a little
meditate.
A little text thing popped up.
Yes.
What kind of name? Alright, anyway, go.
I thought about that.
Chugging the rest of the...
Eventually, Starfire and I returned to the lakeshore. The sun is setting. The salmon sky is reflecting upon the water's ripples, and the orange sun spilling across its horizon. I offer to her to sit on the bench, but she giggles and dances her way to water. I shake my head a bit and smile as she jumps into the shallow waves and swishes her toes in the sand. Don't get too soggy. Sitting comfortably is important for your lesson. I slowly step towards her, and she scrunches her nose at me with her tongue sticking out. I chuckle at the childish behavior. Oh, that's adorable. She decides to sit on the dry and sand instead, and I levitate above it. In my sitting position. Right, we're going to start with something simple, a basic form of meditation that requires no third eye or spiritual awakening. She nods and watches me carefully. You'll need to close your eyes. Okay, in your mouth. She was about to respond again, then stopped. Chuckled as such behavior and expected from her. You won't be getting into fancy visions from this, but I find it to be very helpful nonetheless. I close my eyes. Inhale slowly. Speak at the pace. Imagine your thoughts are. Let them flow freely in your mind. If something sticks, address the thought and let it go. Try not to dwell on one thought, especially if it's unpleasant. Otherwise, you aren't really meditating. But don't try to actively avoid them. Further, let them come to you. I'll quiet now, so you can try it. Okay, alright, just listen to the water. I trail off, cracking one eye open just to peek at her. She seemed at ease. I close my eyes again and take a minute to tune into the world around me. As expected of me, my mind is a restway, each thought barely a fleeting moment. I take a few steady breaths and attempt to slow it down. I try to imagine a river. My mind is a restway, each thought barely a fleeting moment. Oh yeah. Slow it down to slow. I tried to imagine a river seeking to help. Instead of Optivision, a trickling stream, and it seems to help. I wonder how she'll do. Obviously, nothing bad would come of it. Didn't I say that earlier? Oh, right, when she mentioned watching the sunset. But we're sitting here with our eyes closed. That's okay. We're still enjoying each other's company. At least, I hope she's enjoying mine. Of course she is. She should have left ages ago if she did it. I wonder what we'll go up to tomorrow. I'm sure she has something planned. She always does. Maybe I should plan something for her, just as a little surprise to show I'm thinking of her. But would that be too obvious, though? Ugh, I am so worked up over her. It's not like my heart peaks up a pace as my thoughts continue. Am I? Of course you are. Just because you kissed Beast Boy. But you kissed her too, and she's right next to you. No, I'm not going to kiss her. At least, not again, not now. However, I couldn't help but imagine it. We're in the water, the sun has sunk below the horizon, the moon shining into place, the air warm, but the gleaming pool around us is cool. We're up close to our chest, but I still feel her hands on my chest and mine's on her back. We're swearing at the beat of the night, and I feel her breath on my lips, and she whispers to me ever so quietly. She leans in and presses her body against mine. Our lips smelled together in a sweet, delicious kiss. Our hands traveled each other's skin, discovering previously unknown territories. I felt her taking control, and I completely surrendered myself to her touch, her kiss, her love. Love. I'm in love with Starfire.
Good for you. Final chapter. Sweet dreams. The realization struck like lightning, and I found myself staring wide-eyed out into the lake, the air seeming to thicken as I struggled to breathe. I seemed to become acutely aware of every sensation and function of my body. Each time I moved, breathed, swallowed, it was like I was creating thunderous noise. Wait a second. I realized the noise was coming from Starfire. She snored peacefully with her head in her hands. She fell asleep. Unbelievable. Of course, I wasn't angry or upset. It was just so like her to do something like that. Fall asleep during meditation. I smiled at the scene before me. If only I had a camera for my sleeping beauty. In my mind, I knew I should probably wake her up, get her home and into bed. In my heart, I wanted to let her sleep. She looked so calm. Maybe just a little longer. It was like watching a sleeping kitten. You want to touch them and love them, but you don't want to disturb them. I briefly wondered if Starfire was a heavy or a light sleeper. I recalled the other morning when I woke up to her stroking my hair. Slowly I reached out, hesitating for a moment, before gingerly placing my fingers on her ruby locks and letting them flow between the digits. As I had previously suspected, it was silky smooth. I gently tucked it away behind her ear. She didn't stir, and I sighed quietly in relief. Looking at the horizon, I realized that I needed to be getting us both home. With the utmost care, I wrapped one arm around her waist and the other around her legs, then lifted her up.
Lord.
Azeroth, Metreon, Zinthos! I whispered, and the darkness surrounding us separating me and Starfire from the world, even if only for a moment. We reappeared in her bedroom, and I carefully set her on the mattress. Silky woke up from his nap on her pillow, opting to instead tuck his tiny body into her sleeping arms. A smile crept onto my lips as I retrieved the covers, slowly pulling them up over her. I suddenly felt a wave of exhaustion hit me. Had we really been out the entire day? Maybe I should turn in as well. Even while thinking this, I lingered a few moments longer. I leaned over and pressed a soft kiss to the top of her head. Sweet dreams, Starfire. I gave Silky a gentle pat before turning to leave the room. I'd have time to question myself in the morning. And yeah, that's where it ends.
What?
Yeah.
We don't get more?
Nope.
What?
That's why I fucking hate fanfiction.
This is a tease. This was a tease. What?
I know.
Nothing happened.
There's no climax.
Nothing happened between them. It was just thoughts. God.
But here's the good news. This one was last updated 6 days ago, meaning it is actively being worked on, which means when there is a conclusion, we will be coming back to this one.
Yes, this is to be continued because this sucks. God. This is such a tease.
It is absolutely a tease. Oh, wow. So here's the thing is, whenever I'm like pacing these out, I look at the estimated read time for them, and like every single time it's like this one said like 37 minutes. That took us an entire hour.
Yeah, maybe to yourself it does take 37 minutes.
Maybe. We're not reading it on camera for a COD, what the fuck are you doing? Every time I look
Don't
over,
worry about
there's
it,
just
bugging.
weird shit happening.
Hey, I'm gonna show you something. You about to find out what I'm doing. You ready?
Not ready for this.
What is? Wait, what did you do? What are you doing?
Can't tell what that is.
What is that? Is that moonshine?
It might be. It's some sort of
No.
alcoholic beverage.
Same. I'm drinking alcoholic beverage
It's
right now.
definitely not my 140 proof.
God's being a deviant. Ooh, I'm telling.
Ooh, like that's anything new.
I'm still telling.
Is it hot in here to you guys?
Yeah, to
Some
me it is,
afternoons, yes.
but I'm drinking, so
Don't
it's
worry,
not
it's about to
bad.
get
Bussin'. We both drinking, fucking. What's
We
that?
both drinking.
Only difference is I'll be fucked up. You just going till you buzzed.
Alright, so
I got a buzz.
moving along to our next adventure. And
Trip to what the fuck?
a trip to Hyrule. As in,
Hyrule,
we are
ain't no
going
Hyrule,
to
but
the
I'm
Legend of
bugging.
Zelda.
Yes, Legend of Zelda.
Kind of. Now, if either of you read the character list, you know there's something amiss here.
Oh, I've read the list.
So this one is a trip to Hyrule by Travis Nation. Now,
I got there, so
we are going to we're gonna play a game with this one after we read the first
I'll
chapter.
be famous.
Okay, you already immediately you wanted to be Samus.
Oh, you
sorry.
took shame.
All right. I will be Zelda.
Box, Moo, cash me outside.
Moo will be Samus.
Yes.
COD, you get to be whoever the fuck Albert is. I still have not figured this one out. I don't know who Albert
What
is.
hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
There's
There's just
fucking name Albert probably lives on a fucking
just
mountain in the damn
character
backwoods. You gonna
named
automatically come to the redneck and be, I play Albert.
just Albert. So this one is not broken down by character lines, but at the top of most of these sections, you'll see from this character's POV or something indicating the character's POV. When it is
Guy I
that
know
character's
named
POV,
Albert Puffs Peter.
you are reading.
He's
Oh yeah, I know I'm reading.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I can't type. And I'll take over Grand Dryada, whoever the fuck that is. It's literally like one last
How do we know
section.
who's who?
He is very. This is not.
Well, like I said, you're Albert, and like if you open it, you'll notice that each one says, to some degree,
Zelda's Pov, same.
yeah,
same.
the
Oh, yeah.
POV, point of view. So
Yeah.
whenever it is your character's POV, you read, and
I'm
then
gonna do this. I'm gonna need that sip real quick.
yeah, well, just know it's gonna be a while before we get to Albert. You'll hear his name a lot.
They talk about Albert
What you're
a lot.
saying
What
is
did
by
he
the
do?
time we get, what you're saying is by the time we get to Albert, I'm gonna be so fucked up. I'm gonna be reading drunk.
Probably. It's a
Bussin'.
small chance of that. Like I said, we're going to play again with this one. I want you guys to just keep your ears open. You're going to hear something repeated a lot.
Here's my mom.
And when we're finished with this chapter, I'm going to start a game with
Christ.
everybody who is still watching and is watching through to the end of this one. It's a bit quicker. It's a lot more text heavy, but at the same time, it's also significantly shorter. So, without further ado, A Trip to Hyrule, Samus Aran x Zelda fanfiction by Travis Nation. Take us in, Moo.
Well, that was a nice trip to Wara. I said, well, I put a picture of me and the cat people of the planet in my notebook. Now, I wonder where I should go next. I said before my ship got hit by something. Darn it, I got trooper on my 6. I said while looking at my map, leading me to the dodge, the chute, form their spaceship, only to still get hit in one of my jet turbines. Oh no, I'm going down. I better find a place to land that is out of their sight, I said as I looked through planets that were close to me. No. They're one Hyrule. Just hope this works, I said before I moved super fast away from the pirate so I get ready to land on the green, blue, and red planet. Well, sadly, I don't think I can land safely, I said during the chase, losing my ship landing gear. I'm just happy there's not a lot of trees and buildings, I said while looking at an open field full of nothing but grass and tiny rocks. I just hope this will be able to fix ship here, I said while I made sure to grab my armor and use the emerging exit to get out of my ship and use my armor jetpack to show my time in the air and make it easy to land on a hill of grass as I run toward the direction of my crash ship.
Okay, just so you guys know, Moo was actually being very generous with fixing a lot of the spelling errors in that just as she went.
Yes.
This one is so poorly written. I love it.
It's hot in here.
Give it a few minutes.
I hear sirens. It's starting to freak me out.
People,
Wait, that's my
people,
dad. Hi, Dad.
calm down. What is going on? I said after hearing tons of people yelling in my castle, making me not able to understand anything they said. A spacewoman landed on the outskirts of Mito Town, a loud men's voice said, but I couldn't see his face. I hear she here to destroy the world, a different person said on the other side of the castle. I hear she eats people, a third person said before everyone returned to shouting out rumors and more rumors. Settle down, a familiar old voice that stands right next to my chair wearing his red button clothes and white plants. Thank you, Albert, I said before looking at the people. Look, men and women, I will go deal with this alien to our land by myself, I said, before I left the castle to travel to the outskirts of Mito Town. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I said while looking at as a orange and blue ship, and under it were the person only wearing her blue and black shoes. Yeah, what do you need? The girl said after Form getting under from her ship, looking kinda cute with her long blonde ponytail and blue full suit. Hello, I Queen Zelda. I will like to welcome you to Hyrule, I said while bending my knees and lifting up my dress. Nice to meet you. I Samus Aran, she said while offering me her hand. Well, Samus Aran, how long have you been on our planet? I said after I shake her hand. So far, just a day and a half, she said. Wow, rumors so do fly fast, I said, while trying not to laugh. What rumors? She said. Well, that what I hear for look the people kinda scared of you. There have been spreading rumors of you wanting to take over the world or eat kids, I said. And wow, they're actually believe that, she said while laughing a lot. Yeah, it wouldn't help with when there's someone actually trying to do that, I said in an embarrassed voice. Okay, that does make it seem more believable, she said. Look, you nice, do you need a place to stay? I can give you one, I said. Sure, I find with living in a castle for a bit, she said, while I show her to the ride I brought her here with me. Not what I meant, but you will see, I said, before we left her ship to head over to my secret place. Y'all following? No, for the record, I read that word for fucking word.
I said.
Okay, thank you, Moo. Thank you, you caught it. So, for the rest of this reading, what I want you guys to do is to count, or listen out for, how many times the expression, I said, is said. It is startling. For the record,
Can I get a rag?
There were 16 in that one alone.
Put quotation marks and then continue. They just overdid it.
I said, she said, I said, she said, I said, she said. Just learn another way to indicate who's talking.
Fishy. Yeah.
So the
This
reason
is an
we are
interesting moment to say. Like, there's other words.
This is okay. So we're going through the things I dislike about fan fiction. One, cliffhanger endings where we haven't gotten what we were there for.
Cliffhangers are the worst.
And two, this such poorly written stuff.
That is true.
No editing whatsoever. Just
In all honesty,
word vomit onto a paper and then put on the internet for people to read. Granted, this is what we also live for. So, let's go. As I said, I want you guys to keep an ear out for how many times I said is said. So, Moo, COD, I'm going to need y'all to very clearly enunciate whenever I said is said in this story.
Yeah, you got it with Moo, but good luck with me, fucking.
All right.
I
You know, in
am.
all honesty,
If
the people that fucked up on this probably were beating the shit out of it while they were making it. So, in all honesty,
they were slapping keys with their dick, man. You know it.
oh, dude, you know they're beating the shit out of it, rubbing it out. There's probably slime and shit in the keyboard. There's all type of shit. Yeah, they probably got the keyboard pregnant. But can we keep reading now? I need a
Yeah.
fucking rag.
One moment before we do. Now, to incentivize people to try and count along to the mini I saids, whoever is closest or perhaps even actually correct, if somebody actually puts the right number into this, I will gift you a sub to both mine, Moo's, and COD's channel. If you are already subbed to all three, I will just gift some subs to random people in your honor. Alright?
Oh man.
But that's only if you're
Are
correct.
we ready?
We are ready. So,
Okay,
good luck,
right.
good hearing. May God have mercy on your soul, I said.
I thought you were like 16 white. Are you sure it's gonna be okay if I lived here? I said, while looking at the 2-story blue wooden cabin in the middle of the forest. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Plus, I already got my guys being your ship here. Zelda said while she opened the front door to my new home that features a blue coach that was sitting next to a black table featuring what looks like some board games, a black telescope, and a crystal thing with turtle around it that I don't know what it does. Wow, this place looks nice, I said. Thanks, me and my dad built it in case we ever went to get away from his job. Well, I guess now it's my job, she said in a sad voice. I'm sorry to hear that, I said as I put my hand on her shoulder. Thank you, anyway. I think I got another thing to do today. If you need anything, just come get me, okay? She said. Okay, I said. Before she she left me alone for the rest of the day to fix my ship the best I could without the needed parts. I should try to find out if anyone in town is selling the parts I need, I said, before I get ready to leave the cabin. I wonder if I can buy anything that will fix my ship, this planet. Doesn't look that technological, I said in my head. Well, looking at tons of buildings, only make out wood or stone. I guess I could still take a look, I said in my head as I saw a few merchant stands in front of me. Oh, guys, do any of these parts for a ship? I said, while I looked at a guy whose back was turned from his stand. Sorry, miss. What do you mean? He said before he turned around to look at me. Get out of my town, he said in an angry voice, which causes me to leave his stand. And sadly, he wouldn't be the only one to yell at me that day, which leaves me to get nothing on my trip to the city.
I don't feel like progressively angry you're getting every time it comes up. At this rate, you are going to be screaming when we are done.
He said, I said, she said. I regret opening sure such a beauty once.
Come in, I said in a tired voice while hearing a knock form the other side of my door. So what can I help you with? I said, while not looking at the person who came in. Sorry, is this a bad time? A familiar girl voice said, which led to turn around to see a familiar ponytail girl wearing the same blue outfit that covers her whole body, from the neck down. No, Samus, you fine. What do you need? I said, while I look at her. Well, Queen, she said before I stop her. Samus, we friends just call me Zelda. I said, right, sorry. Anyway, Zelda, I was hoping to find some parts to fix my ship, but every merchant yell at me and not let me buy anything, she said. And you were hoping I could do something about it? I said. Kinda, she said. Sorry, Samus, I can't it their shelf they're built or find. I can't make them sell. Jeez. My fucking tongue is having an aneurysm. I said, while wishing I could. I guess that does make sense, she said while looking kinda sad. Plus, it not like our shelf will be able to help your ship. It probably The most technological thing that exists in this planet, I said, which kind of looked like make her sadder. Samus, look, I'll tried my best to do what I can to help you. I can give you new clothes, weapons, whatever you need, I said, while putting my hand on her shoulder. But people trust got to be earned. Heck, even I haven't done that yet, I said, which caused her to give me a smile. Thanks, Zelda, she said with a happy face. You welcome. So do you really need anything I can give you? I said. Maybe those clothes, she said. No problem. Just give me your size, I said. 15 by 25, she said. Okay, I will make sure to get something in blue and orange, I said before I was about to walk away. Thanks you, Zelda, she said. No problem, I said before she left, and I was the happiest I ever could be in that moment.
By the way, I'm going to start leaving a comment under every single one of these that just says I said. every single chapter there will be a comment from me that just says I said.
I said. To be continued. Chapter 3. Oh, wait. You're continued. Okay, Zelda. Get it.
Albert's loyalty, apparently. The chapter of the title. Title of the chapter. Wow, this thing is breaking my fucking cranium.
Are you sure, Albert, that this is the right time to train? I said, while me and him grab a sword and stand on the other corners. Dynalogial for each other. Well, you're not doing anything else, he said, while we both stand on top of a blue mat. I guess so. But shouldn't you be looking for Link? He have been gone for a month, I said, after I block a sword attack from him. I sure, Zelda, that my son can handle himself with whatever he doing, he said, while blocking one of my attack. Last time I heard he was dealing with the duplicate of himself at Terrytown, I said, while I block his attack once again, this time with a faster reaction. Really? Those duplicate again? I thought he got all of them last time Ganondorf attacked, he said, after I hit his sword. I guess not, I said, after I block his attack, which making me so happy that I gotten better at this. Anyway, how was your meeting with this space person? He said while I hit his sword enough to knock him back just a little. It was better than I thought it was going to be, I said. After he returned a hit to my sword causing me to move back a little. Did she have any weapons? He said. Yeah, sure. The people who move ship toward my place told me she have a piece of high-tech red and orange armor along with a orange whip, I said. While we still fight with our now beaten-up metal swords. And do you think she will get the idea to use those weapons to destroy us? He said with what looked like to be an angry face behind his sword. Albert, if she wanted to do that, she will have already done that, I said, as I hit him hard enough to nick his sword out of his hand, which caused me to put my own sword down. I guess you're right, he said. Your Highness, a familiar middle-aged girl voice said. What do you need, Lita? I said, while looking at the Asian lady with light brown hair wearing her usual black and white maid uniform. I got the clothes you asked for ready. Do you want me to hand it to you or put it in your room? She said while showing me a white box. No, I got it. You did make it the excited size I wanted, right?
Oh!
I said, as I
got
grabbed the
this
box from
I got
her.
the excited size!
I know he was trying to say exact,
Well,
and that's the
come
thing
over
that fucks with me so
Timberlake
much.
Drive. Y'all got you that boy. Yeah.
I got
Wait,
that
boy.
excited
What the hell did I just say?
I don't know.
I just said boy. I meant to say girl. I don't puff Peter, I swear.
Yes, Queen, she said. Thanks. Hey, Albert, you can handle all my meeting for today, right? I said, as I look at him getting a drink of water. I always do, he said. Thanks, I said, before I left my white and blue castle.
You guys thought I was fucking kidding.
Man. Alright. Whew. Hey, Samus. Do you have a moment? I said, while she was under her red and orange ship. Sure, what do you need? She said. while looking at me holding a box. Your present? I said, while handing her the box. I hope you like it, I said, while she opened the revealing a blue jacket and blue pants with orange gloves and an orange shirt. It's really nice. I'm going to try it on now, she said, before she went into the house. I wonder if she'll agree to the plans for us I have today, said in my head before she came out looking more beautiful than ever in her new clothes. So how does it look? She said. You look great, I said. Thanks, she said. Anyway, Samus, I was hoping me and you will doing something today, said
Giggity.
in an embarrassing voice. Sure, like what? She said. I was wondering if it will be okay we have sleepovers so we could learn more about each other, I said, while trying to hide my pink cheeks. Sure, I got nothing else to do today, she said. Great, come to the castle around 5, I said, before I left to get everything ready for
Ah.
Hold the fucking phone. I just noticed something as you were reading. That says, from Samus's POV, the first fucking thing that comes out off of this
No,
little
it's from
section.
Samus' point
Hey
of view.
Samus, do you have a moment? I said.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. I saw that as soon as I read it. I was like, oh, great.
Oh my
That was-
god.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, God. I have this whole page.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. I scrolled.
I'm somehow magically. Oh wait, shit. What the fuck am I on?
I don't know. What are you?
Wait, are you on the same as me?
I don't know where the fuck I am.
Wait, in real life or in the book?
Oh no, I'm in my fucking room and goddamn is it a mess. But where the fuck are we in the thing? I'm on
The Hectic Sleepover Part 1.
Yeah, the hectic sleep.
I'm on jail time.
You are
For some fucking
like
reason
2
I'm on jail
chapters
time.
ahead. You're just reading ahead, just like in your own world, just like, yeah.
I'm not even reading. I'm sitting over here dancing, listening to Copperhead Road. What the fuck is pulling up on my fucking laptop? I don't want to watch your porn vids, bitch.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
I follow MILFs and shit on OnlyFans. Leave me alone.
Anyhow, no.
Okay, that's great. They follow me here, I said, while I stand behind a pillar watching the pirate troopers hold a piece of paper in front of their queen. Have you seen this bounty hunter named Samus on your planet? The alien on the left said, while standing close to the one holding a picture of me. Not that I know of, Zelda said. Well, queen, if you do call us, the pirate said, before she was handling the queen high-tech ticket phone. Will do, she said, before they left, not even noticing the one they wanted was closer than their think.
I'm still not on the right fucking page.
They write beautifully, let me tell you. Lita, she said, while I still sat on my chair. Yes, my queen, Lita said, while looking at me. Please destroy this item, she said, while handing her the phone. Sure thing, Lita said, before she left, while I start to walk to the queen. Samus, it's that time already, she said, while I look at her. No, a couple minutes early, I said. Anyway, Albert, you think you can handle it from here? She said, while getting off the blue chair. Sure, he said. Great. Come on, Samus, let's go to my room, she said, before I went to one of the castle's most important rooms. Samus, welcome to my room, she said, after she opened a blue and white door to reveal a room that shined as bright as the sun with a yellow bed in the corner of the room, a really big mirror in another corner, and a closet
Junkana.
that was
I'm sorry, I just love that it goes from spelling it right on one half of the sentence to just fucking it up on the next.
Oh shit! I gotta go take my dog out.
Gotta-
Real quick. I
You
can't
got
get
it.
up.
at a closet that was not fully open but still showed a lot of dresses. It's really nice. I said, thanks, she said. Before she sat on the bed, spanking of shelves we should be thankful for. Thanks for hiding that. I was here. I said as I sat next to her. No problem, you, my friend, and maybe one day you will help me, she said. Maybe, I said. Speaking of what, those aliens said you were to explain to me what your job is, she said. Wow, she looks at me with a serious look. I am a bounty hunter, well, sort of. I mostly hunt the bounty of bad people, I said. Can you give me an example? She said. Sure, the last one I visit. Named Laura. There was this king bird person trying to take over the planet and kill the Nico people. I said, wow, trying to kill me off. Okay, now I see what you mean. Just trying to your best not to fight those aliens. I said, while looking at me. Why not? She said. I just don't want another war on my head. I said, I get you, she said, while looking at her sad face. Anyways, I got a couple more questions for you if you don't mind answering them. She said, while grabbing something out of her pocket. Sure. Like what? I said. Well, I just started to lay on the bed as the room got dark. Like, how many different planets have you seen in your life? She said, and as she laid in front of me, probably around 150, said, wow, also yawning, which I didn't. How many different kind of living people have you met? She said, I will say around 15. I said, as my eyes start to get tired for no reason. What's your home world? She said, K too low. I said while feeling my eyes closed. Have you ever fallen in love with someone? She said, nope. I said before I fell asleep with the wet feel on my forehead. To be continued.
I can literally like feel your brain cells dying from over here as you're reading through this.
They write great.
I hope you guys are keeping count. As I will give you a hint. We are well over 100 at this point.
Oh God. Oh, part 2. Oh, great. And Samus. Ooh, great. I said while not feeling a warm body next to me in bed, which caused me to wake up. I guess she left, I said, before I got up from the blue room. I wonder where she went, I said, before I left her bedroom to hear a lot of loud bosses down the hall. Some of them I could tell who it was, but the rest I couldn't. I wonder who Zelda's talking to. I said, while hearing a really deep voice, Queen, it's time for you to accept that I am the only one for you. The deep voice sad. After I saw that Zelda was talking to a weird looking thing with an orange hair and silver armor all around his chest and boots with the green pants in the middle and a red cape in the back. And how many times do I have to tell you, Ganondorf, I am not going to marry you? Zelda said. Fine then, I will force you to marry me, killing all your people, he said, in a really angry voice. We see about that, I said, after I got in front of Zelda and pulled out my whip. Who are you? He said. Samus Aran, the name now. You better leave or I'll force you to, I said, while getting ready for a fight. Missy, you really think you can stop me? I'm the ruler of multiple cities and the strongest being of this planet, he said. Before I hit him in the face in a whip, causing him to get a shock with a 20,000 volts. Oh, you'll play for that, Missy, he said. Before he grabbed his silver sword and tried to hit me. We see about that, I said. Before I made my whip around his sword and toss it far from him, and then hit him with the whip, calling more volts into his body. You win this time, Missy, but I'll be back, he said. While running away as fast as he could, taking him out in the blue and white castle.
I'm sorry. My whip wape around his sword. Just, like, I was trying to keep it together. But whip wape. Mind you, he's spelling whip without an H, so it's literally
Yep.
whip. And then randomly, through the middle of this, he does spell it correctly while cramming it together with the word with to give us with. Just fucking sideways.
Like, man.
If anybody
They are-
ever encounters this Travis person, please show him. Please. It's out of a point of love. I
They just
swear.
need a little bit of help. Like, a little bit.
A lot of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's a therapist, so she can help him.
And I'm reading it as is, guys. How I pronounce things.
You are
as-
trying, and like your brain is like trying to autocorrect.
No, I'm literally fighting against my brain. I hope y'all know that. Like, we are having an argument.
Oh, my brain fucked.
It is so bad. All right.
Like, we are having an argument.
Oh, from Zelda's
I'm
POV.
pretty sure he did too, White. I'm pretty sure. Lord, we are.
Composure.
Thanks, Samus, I said after I got up from my blue
Whoa.
chair. No problem, I said while weirdly hearing a door close. Wait, how do you I said after both of those? God damn it. While weirdly hearing a door close. Sorry to cut our sleepover a little early. I have to do some work, I said. It's fine, she said. If you want, we can talk over lunch, I said, while trying to make her not leave the castle. Sure, that sounds great, she said, before she follows me to the dining room.
Well,
That one was on me.
Dining room of the Blue Castle. So, who was that I just beat up? Samus said while eating a fruit salad in front of me. Like, he said his name is Ganondorf and he's the strongest person on the planet, I said while eating fried fish right next to her. So, who's supposed to stop him? She said. They're a clever guy named Link, but he been gone for a while, I said. I guess for now I could take that job, I said. That would being great, Samus, I said, before I hug her and we continue eating the rest of our food.
dang, all that food fills me up, I said, while walking toward my home in the woods. Ganondorf, you should have waited to attack, an old voice said, leading me to follow away to see a familiar-looking old man talking to the guy I beat. But sir, we don't have long before your kid returns, Ganondorf said. Don't worry, he be gone for a while, but let handle how you'll take over Zelda and her kingdom, the old man said. Okay, Albert, Ganondorf said, which caused me to run as fast as I could back to the castle.
Alright, so, for the record, somehow, he copy and pasted all this shit a second time onto this page. So just skip it. It's literally the same chapter written over.
It is. Okay. Yep.
It is so weird. Also, Ganondorf and apparently Albert is not a good guy?
Albert is appearing COD after this.
I can
Zelda!
tell.
I said in a loud voice as I opened the blue and white castle doors. Samus, what's up? She said in a really scared voice as I walk up to this beautiful girl. Is Albert here? I said as I grab her hand to take her away from the man throne and into her. No, what up? She said. I know that you won't believe me, but I saw Albert talking to Ganondorf. I said, are you telling me the truth? She said in a really serious voice. I'm not lying, Zelda. He was talking about the way to get rid of me for you to marry Ganondorf. I said while looking at her blue eyes. I can't believe that he said all that to his son, a most hated enemy, she said in a really angry voice. You should execute him. I said, Sam is sorry, but I cannot do that. The word travels fast in this country, so if I killed him, I'll lose the trust of a lot of people, she said, in now a worried voice. So what are you gonna do? I said, don't worry, I got an idea. I said before we talk for the rest of the night castle until we enter the world of dreams.
Word travel fast in this country. Put some fucking stank on that one. All right, COD. Shining moment.
Shit.
Hopefully you've been keeping up. We're on
Okay.
chapter
Composed.
6, allegedly. Jail time.
Okay, I got this. Don't
Hey,
make
you
me
got it.
laugh, or it's gonna fuck everything up.
Absolute silence.
You said.
Stop laughing.
You said.
Zelda, it's time to wake up.
He said.
I said, what?
Moo, shut up.
You done fucking?
Yeah. You good?
Your cornbread ass.
Oh, continue.
Zelda, it's time to wake up. This man don't know how to fucking spell for shit. I said while I...
You can do it.
I know I can. I said while I stand by her door. Oh, don't worry. I already up. Damn, this motherfucker drunk too? She said while she... Moo! Shut up! Stop! You're making me laugh. I
Okay,
could not... Okay, please. Please. I love you, but please.
Okay.
She said while I... What? She said while she aims a sword below my chin. Princess Zelda, what are you doing? I said while I look at her. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to lock you away for a long time, she said, before she forces me to move into an empty blue jail cell. So I guess you not a dumbass at NBC. What the fuck am I reading? Man, fuck off. I don't care about your subscription. I'm trying to read. I said after the door to my cell closed. Well, I guess so, she said before she walks away from me. God damn. Well, if only Zelda. My plan is still in motion, I said before I pull the space tech out of my pocket to call someone special. To be continued.
Prison cell booty call.
I'm pretty sure that fucked my brain more than the moonshine did. God damn.
It is certainly a trying
And Moo laughing
experience.
doesn't damn help.
Oh,
I'm thinking she's over there dying right now.
she probably had to
Wouldn't
mute.
surprise me.
Anywho, the themes of Hyrule's people.
Oh shit! Can I get a rag? Fuck.
No.
No, please.
It really nice to officially meet you, Queen Zelda. The Queen of
Ooh,
Zora
grab
said
one.
while wearing the clothes that show that she was the leader with a pink skirt.
Did he just fall out of his fucking chair?
Fuck yeah, I did, and I can't fucking find it. Oh, fucking shit.
It's kind
I have my hand on my fucking face.
You good, man? I'm so glad the webcam is on. It just sideways.
Look at that. Hold on. Let me look at this webcam. Good idea, NC. I forgot about that.
Forgot about what?
Webcam.
Alright.
That is now a wild thing that just
I think I
failed.
just broke my fucking webcam by punching it, so we're good.
I know it's not broke. It's working.
It's running.
Is it? Is it? Where's it at?
I don't
Can you guys find me? God damn, there's beer bottles everywhere. There's one spilling. Oh, hey!
Dude, how drunk
Let
are
me
you?
just... Yeah. There we go.
Hey, crotch cam.
You guys see me? Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go piss.
Alright.
How do you open the door again?
Oh, why?
Righty tighty. From the top.
Actually, to the left, smart ass.
Taking it from the top.
It really nice to officially meet you, Queen Zelda, the Queen of Zora said while wearing the clothes that show that she was the leader with a pink skirt and a white scarf, while also a golden heart in her hand and a golden crown on top of her head. Same here, the Queen of Fairies said, who was wearing the exact opposite of Zora, having only just a bland green shirt to cover her body. Same here, but I must ask, where is Old Man Albert? The king of the Gorons, who won in the least amount of wearing clothes in the room with only wearing something to clover his private parts. Albert have decided to take a trip to find his son, so in his place, I will take care of the meetings. So will you please tell me what you guys discussed last time? I said in a kind of nervous and shaky that I hope nobody notices. I guess I can start, the Zora Queen said. Last time I talked about the idea of us finding a unmarked island. I was wondering if it will be okay if my people set up a base there, she said while handing me a map of the island she and her people made her shelf that only include how big and wide it was. What kind of base? I said, while putting the map down on the black table. I wanted to build Takim, aka a meeting hall, she said, so we can have a place meet above water, I said. That and we can use this landmark to help find lost Zoras and dealing with oncoming visitors. This is a great pearl, I said while I look at her. Wait, you agree with me? She said in a surprised voice. Why wouldn't I it? Will help your people and sell some others.
They are great.
I said. But Albert said to leave the island alone and being marked as a place under Ganondorf's rule. She said as the other rulers look at me. Let me guess, all you guys have idea that's shut down by Albert in some way? I said, leading them move that head up and down. Gorons, what was yours? I said, while looking at the most tall person in this room. I was wondering if we could have more supplies to build a way to this lake I found, he said. Fairies, I said. I was hoping to send out a search for Link by sending my people to every country in the world, she said. Look, I would deal with Albert myself later when he returned, but for now, I want you to do whatever you want with what you find or searching for, and I will send you any supply you need. But for right now, I got something to deal with, so this meeting's over, I said before I left the black and white meeting room. My bad, meeting room.
Oh, Lord.
Albert, you were trying to turn the following kingdom against us, I said in an angry voice as I entered the room with the old men behind blue bars. You just as smart as ever, Zelda.
Oh, God.
Bitch, have you heard her speak? He said while sitting down on his knees and not even looking at me. Samus was right. I should have killed you, I said. Tell me, Zelda, why do you trust this bounty hunter? For all you know, she can plan to take over this planet, he said. Well, I can trust her more than you. Plus, if she wanted to take over this planet, she could have done it already, I said. You see, choices like that will never make you a good ruler. Like your father, you should always think people have a secret, he said. Maybe you're right, but she's still a better person than you will ever be, I said before I left him alone to rot in that blue cage.
I thought, I wonder if Zelda needed anything, I said. While walking through the town, I kind of want to thank her for helping and trusting me, I said. While I head closer and closer to the merchant area, I just hope I'll be able to buy shelf this time, I said. Hey, Space Lady! A guy with the brown bread said while standing behind a stand full with the weapons. Yeah, what's up? I said as I came closer to his stand full. It's true that you beat Ganondorf all by yourself with just a whip? Yeah, what about it? I said. Well, lady, you can buy anything you want in my stand and half price, he said in her real happy voice. Thank you. That is really nice of you, but I don't need any weapons, I said. Before I walk away for him, Space Girl, come over here. You can have some of the nice clothes, a girl said at another stand. I got some food, a different guy said. I have some nice jewelry, a different girl said. Oh, can I see? I said while I walked to the jewelry sell by a lady that looks like the oldest in the town. Sure, I got a couple bracelets and necklace here, she said. While her stand show off her shelf in different sizes that all look beautiful. These all look great, but I can't find one that works for the person I want it for. I said, before I get ready to walk away for her stand. Wait, what about this then? She said, before she sent me a locket in a heart shape that have thing in it to make it sign different colors. God. I think that would like great. So, how much? I said. 45 cents, she said. Deal, but can I see that money on your planet? I said, sure, she said, before she showed me a coin with 3 triangles next to each other on it. 1 second. I said, well, I grabbed coins in my pocket and put them on my watch in it. That made my coins exactly like theirs. Here you, hey, here you go. I said, after I handed her 45 cents. Thank you, she said, before I was handed the item and head off to the direction of the blue and white castle.
There's so much wrong with that. First of all, the currency is rupees. Not gold coins with Triforces on them. Sadly, that's the most egregious error here, I swear. Hold on, before I forget, leave a comment. I said. This guy, I hope to God I get a message from him at some point. I'm just gonna link him the highlight video of this. Oh. Good luck.
Thanks for coming over, Samus. Oh, and Samus points of view. Zella said as she pulls me to hear her familiar looking room. No problem, but anyways, what do you need? I said. While me and her sat on the bed right next to each other. You've been to tons of planets, right? She said in a worried voice. Yeah, what about it? I said. Did any of them happen to have a queen as their ruler? She said. Zelda, what is this all about? I said. Albert was doing tons of shelf behind my back, including turning my people against me, she said. For real? I said in a kind of surprised voice. Yeah, he was canceling tons of ideas that will help people and saying no to the idea in my place, she said. And you wonder if there any chance you could change things around so the people could like you? I said, well, I grabbed both of her hands. Yeah, she said. Zelda, look, I can't really give you a good answer. I sure I met tons of queens, but never with this problem, I said. Which made her have a really sad face, but I do know one thing. They told me to just be your sheriff, follow your rules and help the people in any form, and eventually it will all work out, I said, while a hand helped to lift it up to make her look at me before, out of nowhere, our lips met each other, and we were kissing until I pushed her off. What's wrong? She said in a worried voice. Nothing. I like you, Zelda. But can you at least give me some time to think about this? I said. Sure, take all the time you need, she said before a maid came in the room. What seems to be the problem, maid, Lita? Zelda said while she looked at her. Albert, have escaped, she said before me and Zelda left the room with both worried faces.
I'm trying to stay quiet through all this. I'm dying internally.
Yeah, I think Izzy has felt my pain a couple times when I was reading this.
Oh, this is so bad.
This was like on the list of the bad.
This is one of the most painful things I have ever read / had to hear.
It's my turn.
No.
Damn, I said. while looking at the blue cage that had nobody in it and a big hole in the wall that was big enough that a human could go through it. He couldn't have gotten that far, Samus said. That probably true, but that really won't matter since Ganondorf helped him escape, I said. So what should we do? Samus said. For right now, I got the hiccups. We wait until he and Ganondorf show their faces, and in the meantime, you can think about us, and I can get the army ready, I said before I left the jail room. Form the final time in my life.
Chapter Love and War, Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
Do I really like her in that way? I said, well, thinking about it. The kiss that I gave me about 2 days ago. If I say yes, that meant. I'll get out of here.
Huh?
I want to walk out of here.
You have
I
to
don't blame you,
finish.
fuck. I want to walk over here for 10 fucking seconds, but I'm too fucked up to do anything.
Wait, I will have to be fine living here. I said in my head as I lay on my bed while holding the locket. Now,
What's the corn?
that was no problem. I got enough money to help me survive. And a place to live that is free. Plus, it's not like I would be able to live this place with how damaged my ship is, I said in my head. So, I no problem with living here. Then why do I still worry every time I think of Zelda? I said. Is it just because of my previous relationship? And again, the other dying to save my life, I said, maybe, yeah. That's why I feel the need to protect her every minute I get. I said, but even with that, does it really mean I love her? I said, I don't know, maybe I should start saying shelf I like about her. I said, she is definitely the most beautiful looking person I ever seen. I said, she's really nice to me. I said, she will help in any way she could. I said, I want to be by her side and more. I said, so all that is true, then does that really mean I love her? I said, and I still don't know. I said, before I think more about my troubled love life.
It's literally like
next.
7 lines in a row. You can see the word I said staggered downwards.
Yes.
No.
You good, Cod?
Can I mess you something?
Yeah, but are you okay?
Yeah.
Does MC need to read Albert?
do I need to finish?
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay. I'll finish this one out for you, buddy.
See, I'm sorry, brother, but I am
It's all good.
fucked.
It's all good, dude. Like, even if you were sober, your brain would fucking
Dude,
malfunction
I've
trying
fallen
to read
asleep like
this.
9 times during this motherfucker.
From
How do I
Albert's
look?
POV.
Hey, no serious, no shit.
We don't know how you look.
Good, fuck yeah.
Alright. Albert's POV.
Bald. I miss my long hair.
Ganondorf, are we all ready to attack? I said, Willie looking at the orange-haired dude that was really taller than me by a lot. Yes, the army is all ready to attack and take over the kingdom, he said, while looking right at me. But what would it matter? We can't do anything against that bounty hunter, he said. Don't worry, I can handle her. Just get ready, I said. Well, whatever your plan is, I hope it works, he said. And I hope you make good on your deal of making me rule every other kingdom once you rule them, I said. I would be true to my word, he said before he left me alone. Now, to deal with the hunter, I said before I pull out a really high-tech phone. Hello, is this the so-called pirate troopers? I said while talking into the phone. Yes, what do you need? The alien on the other line said. I need something or someone that could take out the bounty hunter named Samus on the planet of Hyrule, I said. Oh, I think we got something, the alien said. Great, meet me at the Black Castle, I said, before I hang up the phone and started to get ready to welcome a visitor not from this world. To be continued in the finale. Thank God.
Wait, that's how it ends?
No,
And it
no,
ends
no, no.
exactly at a...
No, we have a finale on
Oh.
this one.
Oh, God.
All I'm just saying was thank God.
Okay, so Albert, and there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a bit.
This is the last page, guys, and it's 11, so this is where we end. But don't worry, we have more for next week. That's we haven't got to yet.
Yep.
So
I did not think it was gonna take this long, but this one broke our fucking brains.
yeah, this one took almost an hour, guys. Yeah, it did take an hour.
All right.
I've got Albert. Hold on. Let me at least. What chapter are we on?
The last
War of
one.
Nation.
The War of a what?
Nation. Nation.
All right. I think you got this. I dropped my phone. So,
I think he's got this.
posed. Just give me a second. I want to read this, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So-
So, what have you brought? I can't. Fuck!
Want me to do it?
Please, brother.
All right.
God, you good for real?
No, I'm not.
Alright.
Playing with Izzy wasn't a good idea earlier.
We'll talk about that after stream.
No, we
Izzy.
won't.
Okay, then don't. And see, go.
So, what have you brought me that could beat the famous bounty hunter? I said, while looking right at the tons of space pirates standing right next to each other. I think this will work, a trooper said before I was shown a translucent purple girl wearing a weird-looking collar on her neck. This is Grandrida. Samus wants fright against her, almost lost, but she decides to help her, so we change her mind to make her be able to do her job, the trooper said while the person had evil look on her face. Well, let's see how she does, because now it's time to get ready to attack the castle, I said, while got the people ready to destroy everything Hyrule is known for.
Queen, we had a problem on our hand, a male guard said while standing in front of me as I sat on my blue chair. What is it? I said, while I look at his knight suit that have colors of blue and black. Ganondorf is attacking with a big army of his own and tons of alien soldiers, and Albert with them, he said, which led me to get off my chair in anger. Guards, get my army ready, I said. I will, he said before he left. Lita, please go get Samus, I said. Sure, but what are you going to do, she said. I going to kill my teacher, I said, before I grabbed my sword and left my big blue and white castle.
Samus, it's time to wake up, a familiar boy girl said, while on the other side of my door, which caused me to get up, fall into my bed, and open it. What seems to be the problem, I said, while looking at her. Albert is attacking a big army, she said, which leads me to getting out of my house until I was kicked out of the ground out of nowhere. Don't worry about the battle. You're not going to be able to get it. A different familiar voice said. You alive, I said, in shocked voice while I look at the purple girl. Why should I tell you now? I just gonna kill you, she said, before I use my whip to block her attack. As I say on the ground, Lita, run, I got this, I said, before the maid left us. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to stop you, I said, after pushing off me. Me to get off the ground, we see about that, she said, before she tries to attack me again, leading me to George. And it hit her arm with my whip. Nice try, I said, before she was thrown an electrical orb in me, leading me to high away for the whip. Oh, this is gonna be fun, she said, before she fired another one, leading me to George, and only to get punched right in the stomach. Oh, you're gonna pay for that, I said, before I tried to hit her with my whip. But she dodged it. And I was hit again on my face, which led me to fall down to one leg. It looked like this is gonna be the end. Any final words, she said while she held up, leading me catch eye on a weird looking black collar on her neck. Here, take that, said, before I used my whip, hit the collar, leaving it to fall face over. Seamus, what happened? And where am I? She said while getting up from the floor and holding on to her head. Oh, Harold, do you have any memories? I said while I helped her from the floor. Last thing I remember were shivering into a trooper get away from the blue planet, getting knocked out of nowhere. She said, I can touch you up later right now and got me help clean, I said before I made sure to grab my armor and head toward the direction of the biggest battle of this planet. I made it, guys. I made it. Oh my god. That wording. George? What the heck?
I remember.
I remember. Lord.
She Dorged it. Oh my fucking god.
Before she Dorged it, and then she Dorged it, I was holding it together. Lord, I would have smacked it. This it was a bad chapter.
Okay.
It was just a bad chapter.
Oh my fucking god.
Did I really fall asleep in the middle of my fucking shit?
Bro,
No,
it's okay,
it was
man.
just a bad chapter. It's fine. That was just a bad.
No, like, I fell asleep and my head fell on my keyboard.
Oh, that's fine. You're okay.
Is that okay? It's...
Am I, though?
No.
Where the cornbread hell am I?
In your
Who
chair.
is Moo and who is NC?
Pause, you're in your room.
She is an alien space hooker, and I am the pimp.
She's a hold on, let me look her up. Yo, she's hot.
Sorry.
She's kinda hot.
Oh my fucking god. I was cracking at she Dorged. I broke at I remember.
I remember.
I remember we're shivering.
NC, me and this girlfriend's on Snapchat.
Oh God.
Yeah.
She cute as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I think is that my best friend?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Really though, because the way you said that doesn't.
No, we're best friends. Do you remember that?
In
we're
the
best
gaming
friends?
world, we're best friends, right?
Yeah. Do you remember that we're best friends?
I don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh.
You need to
Yeah.
remember. You need to remember.
You don't remember we're friends? Are you serious?
I don't remember you.
Oh God.
Well, hold on. I'll draw your memory. Just sit back and listen to this this story.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Composure.
Do you remember
I need-
NC? Do you
I
remember
need
NC?
to go.
Oh God. Is he okay? Did he just? Oh.
Fuck.
Hold on. Let me check this camera. Is he? Is
No,
he?
he's straight gone. Like his Discord just went.
Is he okay?
I
Oh,
don't
God.
know.
Oh God, he doesn't remember who
File
we are.
not
That's
found.
fine.
Why does my
Is he
phone
drunk?
say file not found?
Yeah, he is like past drunk. He is like
He is fucked.
gone. He is like gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I've been drinking tonight and I'll remember everything. He won't remember nothing.
All right.
He is gone. Like another planet, like that won't remember.
I'm sorry I called you an alien space hooker.
See, I think. Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's fine. I went with it. I don't know why. He doesn't.
You know, here's the sad part. There were 2 more stories lined up after this. One of them is some smutty COD
We'll read it
fucking
next week.
DC girls fan fiction, and then the other one was Sonic the Hedgehog related. So I'm really sad we're not getting to that one.
But
But
we'll read it next week. It's fine.
I'm right.
Oh God, do you remember us?
Do you remember?
You're my moo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I moved.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck are you?
Oh, who, me or NC?
NC, seems like a fucking nerd.
I am. Yes. Your point.
You're a cute nerd.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
No,
It's
no,
past 11.
on a serious note, can I please say this?
Uh
Sure.
huh.
I love you guys.
We love you too, COD.
We love you too, COD.
Listen. Alright, whatever the fuck y'all were gonna say, I don't give a shit about that now. I can't even fucking pay attention right now. I was like, go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
Just sit back,
So,
relax,
and hear
remember,
us.
I'm
and
about to
listen.
relax on Pornhub.
All right.
Okay. NC,
Yeah.
read
Let's
Make it
finish.
quick, cause I'm fucking horny.
All right, man.
Zelda. Read Zelda's point of view.
No more interruptions. Let's get through this. All right.
Albert, you're going to die for what you have done, I said, while my knights while all over the place either trying to fright Ganondorf's army or the space warriors, or they have died. When will your family admit that it is just time to give up, he said while grabbing his sword from the white horse next to him. Never in your lifetime, I said before I tried to strike him with my sword, only for him to stop it. You are going to fight fairly, he said after knocking me back a little. Only because your son will do the same once he sees what you have done, I said before he tried to hit my sword, only leaving me to block it. My son won't. I made sure he will trap forever chasing his evil self, he said, which led me to anger. You bastard, I said, before I used my magic to try to hit him, only to miss, and he grabbed me by my neck and knocked away my sword. Zelda, it's time for you to do what you meant for, he said. Oh, Albert, if you were still smart, you wouldn't have grabbed me, I said before I put a magic shield around me, leading him to knock back, giving me enough of a charge to grab his sword, put it right through his chest. Rest in peace, Albert, and made you go where you belong in the afterlife, in hell, I said, while I pull the sword out of him, leading him to bleed out and breathe his final breath. His final breath. God damn. My brain hurts. Go move.
Damn, Zelda. It's DAMM, guys.
Damn.
Zelda, where are you? I said in a really worried voice. Well, a lot of dead warriors from either side of the war. Wow, I never thought I would see the day where you're gonna be worried. He spelled his name differently. Oh my God. And Gerald said while running right by me, "It's nothing. Don't worry about it." I said while blushing at him. Timus, are you blushing? She said. I noticed she was not running right by me. No, and get as soon I said in a really annoyed and angry voice, "You like this Zelda girl, don't you?" She said after getting out for my armor and running right by
Moo, you gotta stay close to your mic. It's not picking up.
out for my armor and running right by.
Not that fast, but not that close.
She said after getting out. Oh my God. For my armor and running right be maybe, but what would it matter? It not like I'm just gonna hit my head on the freaking table.
Do I need to read us out of this?
No, no, no. I can make it. Going to stop attacking. Going after people with the bounty or rare animals. I said you may be right, but it meant be time for you to just pass the armor and job to someone else, she said, after once again getting in the armor. But what about my bounty? It's not like just it's like it's going to go away, I said in a worried voice. Look, Sam, it's just one step at a time for now, just like you're finding your girlfriend, she said. Wow, look at my body of her. Hamlet! I think I just did, I said before I spot Eve, a big golden showed getting attacked by tons of shoulders. Oh, God.
Did you say you have been drinking, Moo?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe we make this an alcohol-free stream.
I gotta I go.
Zelda, a familiar girl voice said as I was training my best to keep my shield up. Samus, I said while I look at her in red and orange armor shooting down enemy troops, leading me to put the shield down and let her in and put right back up.
How
I was
fucking
so-
long is this?
Not much longer.
It's about to end.
I was
You're
so
good.
worried about you, she said after she whopped me up in a hug.
Oh God.
Same here, but do you mind telling me what took you so long? I said while returned the hug. I meant has caused that. A purple girl came out of nowhere, scaring me out of the hug. Who are you? I said while I held the bloody sword up to her face. Don't worry, she said. A friend. Samus said after getting in front of her. If you say so, I said after I put the sword down. So you actually did it, Samus said while looking at the dead body and noticing the blood on my sword. Yeah, I did, but we got a problem. I can't hold the shield up for long, I said. Zelda, I didn't even know you could do magic, she said. I only learned to do shields and healing so far, but Samus, can you and your friend be able to beat up all these guys? I said, as the shield was getting tinier than it used to be. I am choking on saliva here. We can try, but it mayn't be too many of them, Samus said. Then what can we do? I said, as shield got more tinier. Then out of nowhere, the warriors attacking my shield were all gone in an instant. Queen, we here to help, a familiar Zora queen said after I put down the shield. You guys are really going to help me? I said in a happy shock voice. Yeah, we know those choices weren't your ideas, and we brought some help, she said right before she showed the other royals' armies. Great, I think we can win now, I said, before our army killed the aliens and Ganondorf's soldier left and right.
Is it
So are you?
No, we'll tell you when it's over.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So are you ready for round
Oh.
2, Ganondorf? I said while looking right at him and his sword in his hand.
Is he?
But no. But I assure you that this time that the outcome will be different, he said. Well, he tried to hit me, but I spelled it right this time. Dodged it which made me able to give in a right open shot that was strong enough to knock him down to the floor. I guess you are right. It was different. You only last a couple of seconds, I said. Well, a lot of his soldiers, look at me. What, you want some? I said before every man on the other side of the army started to run away as fast as they could. Zelda, we did it, I said, after I take off the armor and hug her. What does that mean? She said while she returns the hug. I've been thinking recently, and I think I don't want to lose you or miss this chance. So will you, Queen Zelda, Angel, go out with me, Angle? Go out with me? I said while I took my Hamlet off. I look right into her eyes and hold out. Oh my God. Hold
I'll be
both of
back.
her hands. Yes, she said in a really happy voice and gave me a kiss that I happily returned to my pretty new girlfriend. Yeah, retro sold. Like this reading is pissing me off.
I'm
like,
going to I'm going to put the link in my chat. I suggest you do the
Fucking
same.
stupid.
You guys are
fucking
welcome to
story.
read this one for yourself.
These stories are ridiculous as long.
Just do me a favor, leave a comment underneath that just says "I said."
These stories are ridiculously long. It's not even funny.
They weren't supposed to be.
It took me 3 tries to fucking say that, but you know what? Fuck
Hey,
it.
I got one paragraph left, man. We can do this.
One paragraph. Hit it, fucking. I got to pee so bad.
So this is from Grandirida's POV. We're suddenly getting her
POV is it?
Some bitch. Samus,
Alright,
are you
well, I'll take
sure
over
I
it
the
if
best
it's
person
some
to
bitch.
wear this armor? I said while looking at her and look at the thing in my arm that was packaged like a suitcase. Grandrida, you the one who tells me to retire, and now I think it for me to tell you that it is time now that you should wear this armor, she said. I know, But should you give this more time to think about this? It only been 3 months since your last battle, and only 1 month ago I was able to fix the ship. I said in a worried voice. No, I think I had enough time. You the right choice. You can control the suit well, and I meant have to not worry about you ever getting hurt or injured, she said. Thanks, Samus, I said with a smile on my face. No problem, just make sure you get rid of my bounty first, she said. I will, I said. So you really think you can enjoy this new life? I said as I saw Zelda coming closer to the house. Yeah, I think I can, she said, with a big smile on her face. Before I give her a hug, enter the ship saying goodbye to Samus and Zelda. I hope one day I find a love like that, I said, before I start to leave the planet of warrior,
Luck.
magic, and the love of 2 queens.
Most of
The
women and
fucking
shit
end.
nowadays are taken and they're all
Dang.
fucking cunts.
All I
Better
can
love-
say is,
Better love
I
stories than
said.
Twilight.
sadly, it
NC,
still is.
listen to me. NC, listen to me. I'm gonna give you an honest fucking answer right now. Are you ready?
Oh God.
Honest answer to what?
Me and Jennifer, I'm sure you've heard me say her name.
Yeah,
Few
we
times.
did the other night. Yeah, when y'all fucked.
You would be better off with a fuck buddy than you would a girlfriend. I know. No cap. I'm not even saying that because I'm drunk. I'm honestly
Good night,
saying
guys.
that.
I'll see y'all next
Wait,
week.
wait, Moo, don't cut stream. I need to know. I need to pull up your stream so I can see the numbers. I need to know.
They went from 10 to 2 toward the end.
Like, I'm not trying to freak out stream. Like, all the stream knows I have a fuck buddy by now.
Yeah, but by when it hit 11, everyone left because they normally
Really?
they're used to me ending at 11. Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
yeah,
but-
by 10:30, 11.
Anyways,
Oh.
NC, if you're gonna start out, don't be like
Good night,
me.
guys. Good night, guys. See y'all later.
Well, I
You
guess.
wanna do it?
I guess
You want
nobody.
to do outro and see?
Yeah,
Is it-
I guess nobody wanted some gift subs.
Homebred fuggins.
Shut up, guys.
Yes.
The correct answer was 185.
Moo,
Yes, COD.
be careful tomorrow. I know what you gotta do tomorrow, so be careful.
I will. I will.
White Wolf.
Stay safe.
White Wolf, you're
try.
the last. You're the only person I see in chat right now.
Yeah,
Is,
he's
is stream
he
over?
actually-
Is
He's
stream
been
over?
in chat the whole time, actually, and see, like from the very beginning. Like he has not left
Oh,
and stayed.
all right.
See,
White
that's
Wolf.
why Moo keeps me as a bodyguard, because even when I'm drunk, like, if somebody fucks with her, it's gonna be 10 times worse when I'm drunk whenever somebody fucks with
All
her.
right,
She knows that.
Let me gift a sub. What was it? White Wolf 0706.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, you've been here the whole
Wow.
time since the beginning. Since there was 10
Appreciate the
to
views,
2.
White Wolf fugging.
So,
You a
White
fugging
Wolf?
now.
You get a gift sub because you've been
Let's
here the whole
call
time.
the star that the gift subs. Let's call that the fugging.
Yeah.
The
Let's
thing.
call it the fugging.
But yeah, there was
Yeah,
a
that's
I
already
hundred.
mean,
noticed.
in all honesty, like,
Oh,
whenever I would be in like a movie by myself, I would be the only one saying fucking. But now, like, whenever I first said fucking in like Moose stream, it started a whole new. Like, I could almost make merch off of fucking at this point. Because everybody is saying fucking. Retro says fucking. Moo even says fucking sometimes. Chat. Baby Yoda says fucking all the time. I think it's just because he has a small dick.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, I know. I sucked it the other day. I'm just kidding. I don't.
by the way,
have
I'm
to-
still alive. I haven't killed my stream.
Oh,
I don't give a really lily white ass. Dude. I'm so fucked up right now. I can honestly fuck an elephant right now, and I'd be happy.
I bet you could. So
Dude,
I will do my sign
I-
off for my stream real quick if you'll let me.
yeah. Yeah.
But NC Moo, I love you both.
Oh, yeah, same here, buddy.
Love you too,
Y'all
God.
be good.
You too.
Maybe no more drinking for fan fiction night.
I read good. Honestly, I
Uh,
read good.
yeah, a lot. I think I read
Yeah,
better.
that didn't sound promising at
Itzy, who
all.
read better? Me or me or God.
I got you fucking. You sitting there fucking talking to me about being drunk. I
No, no,
don't want to
no,
hear
no, no,
shit.
I know I'm drunk, but who read better, NC, me or Cod?
Uh,
Moo, Moo, listen to me. Listen to me. Are you ready?
Moo,
Moo,
you
listen to
finished
me.
a sentence. I think you win by default.
Listen to me,
Right.
Moo. You went to college. You're a therapist.
I get
I didn't
drunk.
even pass my fucking GED. I'm a dropout.
I'll
So
be
don't
honest.
fucking judge me.
I get drunk and stay conscious, and I can still read, but
I was conscious
then
until I
remember.
chugged the rest of that.
Yeah, I know if I drink one more, I won't be conscious, so I stop
I
myself.
gotta piss like a 9-dick dragon on a Friday night.
Probably the best thing you can do right now.
Is go to bed.
Yep.
Is there any bread?
It might be in your house, buddy. Find some.
Red.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm not trying to start anything, man. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
Anyways,
get.
love you, fuggins.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'll see
Cod,
y'all next
Cod,
week.
you might not want to drink
Alright.
next time. I'm just.
Cod, did I just call you Cod?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cod, you might not want to drink next week.
Moo, Moo, every time, every time I play with her.
Just, I'll text you about it later. Okay, NC.
Alright.
You
Outro.
won't, but I'll help you
Outro.
do it.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, thank you so much for tuning into Oh Dear God, Why? As always, I've been your Lord and Gamer NC.
Is
Helping me
Pornhub
out on
open?
commentary has been the lovely auditory angel Moopuek and the drunken sex master himself, COD, the All-Father.
Yeah, you got it right, fucking.
And I will see you
Anybody want sex,
all
just contact me.
next Thursday, more than likely, for more epic, poorly written fan fictions.
And see, is there actually more?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we didn't finish the other half. That would be.
There
admin.
is always.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
more.
I just.